Hello, welcome back. This is Creeper. Today, I just realized I got halfway through making this video and I looked over and it wasn't recording. Yay, now I need to remake the entire thing. But this is server.pro, pros and cons. Pro number one, server.pro responds very quickly to their emails. In my experience, they responded in 2 to 3 hours. The last server company I was with, MC Pro Hosting, responded within 24 hours to 72 hours. They took sometimes days to respond. Pro number two, server.pro is cheap. Their cheapest server is $5. Pro number three, server.pro servers are cheap. They also have a free server which you can have 10 players and 10 plugins, and that is enough to set up a faction server with the factions plugin, a vault plugin, an anti-cheat, and a lot more plugins for there if you wanted to set up a faction server, which faction servers are quite popular. Moving on to pro number four. Server.pro has a YouTube channel with very helpful videos. If there's a small problem that you're having on your server and and they have a video about it, it's not really worth emailing them because the videos are very helpful. At the time I'm recording this, some of the videos are out of date, but they're working on making new videos on how to do new things with their system and on Minecraft servers. Pro number five. Server.pro has automatic daily backups, and they are stored for 3 days. And I want to make this clear, they are only stored on the system for 3 days, and I'll bring that up later in the video. Pro number six. Server.pro has an easy to use Minecraft plugin system. So I'll show you that at the end of the video, but it's really easy. Pro number seven. Server.pro gives more ports to you in case your one doesn't work from some mod or plugin. You can use a different one and connect to the same server. And that IP that you see there is the IP to my server. Come on and join. The IP is also on my website in the link in the description. The link in the description will lead you to my website. The IP will be there. Pro number eight. Server.pro has a server page where people can go to donate directly to your server. So you never actually see the money. It goes directly to server.pro and will host your server for another certain amount of time. Like if it's $5 a month and someone donates $5, your server will run for an extra month as long as you have auto renew on. And if you don't have if you have auto renew on and you don't have any money in your account, or there's no credit card connected to your account, it will not renew because there's nothing to renew with. Pro number 9. Server.pro is also very active in the community. I saw that they have a Facebook account and they're active on Minecraft forums. I've been active on their Twitter page. If you don't know that I have a Twitter, I do. My Twitter will be on screen now. And they also have a YouTube channel with very informative videos, which I talked about earlier. So there was 9 pros, and let's now look at some cons, some things that they need to improve about their company. Server.pro free server needs to be renewed every hour. And And if someone is on the server when it's about to turn off, it will say in chat that this is a free server and it's shutting down. Not in those exact words, but not in those exact words, but something like that. And when the server just magically stops, they'll know why. But they'll also know that you're not paying for the server, which is not really a good thing. And in my opinion, unless you can set up a server in like an hour or two with like a faction server that I mentioned before, it's possible. All you need is a spawn and a few plugins. You can get that set up in an hour or two. Which then you should do the free server first, set it up for a day or two, spend like an hour a day on it, and then have the server fully set up later. Con number 2. Server.pro free server can only have 10 players and 10 plugins. This same thing was on the pros because it's kind of a pro and a con because you can only have 10 players. When your server starts growing, there's no way to add on to that unless you pay for the server. And you can only have 10 plugins, which is enough to run a server for like a long time. I currently have 21 plugins on my server now, which I don't need all of them. I probably don't need like half of them. I should. If I find one that I don't need, it will be removed. So, yeah, moving on to con number 3. Server.pro. Last time I contacted server.pro, I needed to contact them like 5 more times to fix the problem. Now, the problem I'm talking about here is getting the custom crafting recipe plugin installed. And they said I needed to update to 1.13.2. And so did the spigot or bucket page where you download the plugin from. That said you needed to update to 1.13.2 as well. So, and they did not need to. So it's not necessarily that, it's not true that server.pro lied. Server.pro is only saying what the other website said, which apparently lied, unless if you updated the potions would work. Because if you haven't seen the video, potions do not work. You can make a custom crafting recipe to craft a potion, but the potion still has the name, but it doesn't have any effects, which is a small problem. Con number 4. Server.pro only backs up your server for 3 days. After the 3 days, like on day 4, that third day is deleted. It's gone off of their platform. It's gone off of what you can see. There's no way to access plugins from 4 days ago, 5 days ago, or in my experience, I needed a backup 6 days ago because of a griefer. A video came out about that on my channel, so you can see that one right after this. And the final count is 9 pros and 4 cons. So, in my opinion, if you want to get a Minecraft server, I think you should go to server.pro based on all of these amazing pros that they have that I came up with it is a good idea to go with server.pro to host your Minecraft server. Other places may be cheaper, but they're not going to have the same experience as this, which which is really nice. You don't have to pay for more backups. You don't have to pay for stuff that you wouldn't have to pay for at other places, because if you have seen MC Pro Hosting ads saying they have this special limited edition package, I think they still have them, and one of them was a Halloween thing. They're trying to lower the price of their packages so more people would buy theirs, but that's not necessarily what's going to happen once they find out you have to pay for more backup space. You have to pay for more stuff. And then when the server starts with that company, the server was crashing a lot more than this. This still has the occasional error, but I can go on and probably play for an average of 2.5 hours before it kicks me out of the game saying something, unless there's a big problem with the server. Therefore, I just go in my server console and fix it. So, yeah, that was the end of the video. But if you want to stay and see this, come on and join today. This zero play is online now. This is the console that I was talking about. You can go in here with the new system. I think it's an error log. No, it's not. They changed this recently. So this is the new plugin thing. So I'm running a Spigot server, and I can download. Actually, I don't think I have an anti-cheat on my server. So at this time, you're going to watch me install an anti-cheat. You know what? I'll do this off camera because I need to figure out which one is the best and which one will actually help me out with what I need. So, yeah. So here you can see if there's a warning or an error or anything like that. It is very easy. This is where you make this here, and if you click on this server page, this is where you go to, and you can hit make donation. Choose a name to make the donation under, and then select what you want from there. I'm just going to show you. So they have it in increments of, actually it just doubles. So 5, 10, 20, or 40, because they have a $5 package, a $10 package, a $20 package, and a $40 package. I'm going to show you how to create a server now with server.pro. So after someone donates, you will see someone donated here, and that's where it says how much money you have in your account. These are all server.pro's packages. You can see that there's a free package, and it has an hour, and it has 1 gig, but it resets every hour, so that's not necessarily good. And you can only have one free server, and then they have a 5, 10, 20, and 40 with different number of gigs and different numbers of cores and more computery stuff like each one has a different processor that the server runs on. It has a different thing. This one has an advanced anti thing. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to show you. Just remember, if you want to get a Minecraft server, don't forget to go to server.pro. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll be back with more. Bye!